Hello friends, in the previous lecture I completed the theory of dissolution. Today I will explain the steps followed to solve the problem on simple dissolution, and we will see separately the steps for solving problem in case of insolvency of all the partners. So let us continue. I am going to cover the accounting steps for solving problems. Now accounting steps for solving problems on dissolution, that is a simple dissolution. So what we are going to do, these are the normal steps. First, open the following accounts, then transfer the accounts of balance sheet, because so we'll keep ready the format, that is going to open the following account. So we'll open the realization account, partners capital account, cash and bank account, transfer the account of balance sheet. So in this, whatever balance sheet is given to us, from that balance sheet, whatever is appearing on the liability side and whatever is appearing on the asset side, that we are going to transfer to the respective accounts. Then our next step will be sale of assets. So we will see the adjustments of adjustment related to sale of assets. We are given the problem, we are given the adjustment. What is given in the problem? We are given the balance sheet and we are given the adjustment. So in the adjustment, we will see which are the adjustment related to sale. Then we will see the adjustment related to payment of liabilities. Then we'll close the realization account. So as I told you, we are going to prepare the realization account. We are going to prepare the partners capital account. We are going to prepare the cash and bank account. So we'll close the realization account. Then whatever profit or loss that we are going to transfer to the partners. Then close partners capital account. So we'll close the partners capital accounts, and then the difference that we are going to transfer to the cash and bank account. So ultimately we are going to close the cash or bank account. It should. Okay, so now let us see one by one, open the accounts. So which accounts we are going to open? As I told you in the previous lecture, we are going to open realization account, which is meant for realization of assets and liabilities. Then we are going to open partners capital account, which is meant for recording the transactions related to partners. We are going to prepare partners current account in case of fixed capital method. If fixed capital method is given in the problem, then you will see that in the balance sheet, the capital account balance is given, current account balance is also given. So we will open both the capital account as well as current account. Otherwise, normally we are preparing only partners capital account in case of fluctuating capital method. Then we are going to open cash or bank account, and we are going to open partners loan if it is there in the balance sheet on the liability side. So as per the requirement, we are going to open the account. So this is our step number 1. So we are ready with the format. We'll open the accounts as needed. And then in step number 2, now first we will move to the balance sheet. We will see the liability side first. On the liability side, now we are having these 4 type of items. One is partners. On the liability side, you will find partners capital or current account. So partners capital or current account will transfer by balance brought down to capital account or current account. Then we are given reserve fund or general reserve or profit and loss account. This is nothing but accumulated profit which belongs to the partners. So we need to distribute this to the partners. So we are going to record this on the credit side of capital account or current account in the profit sharing ratio. So we are going to distribute this accumulated profit. Then as I told you, if partners loan is there, then we are going to open separate account, partners loan account. So on the credit side, we'll write by balance brought down. And all other liabilities, we are going to transfer to an account which is known as the realization account, credit side. So you can see that the liability side means credit balance. So we are transferring on the credit side, credit side, credit side, credit side, because it is a credit balance. So we are transferring on the credit side. Okay, so that's the transfer of the liability. Now we'll set the transfer of assets. So here also we are having 4 items. normally capital or current account balance is not there on the asset side, but sometimes it is there. So if it is there, then we'll transfer to partners capital or current account on the debit side. It is a negative balance of the partner. Profit and loss account, normally it is not there, but sometimes it may be there. So it is accumulated losses which is not distributed by the partners. So now we need to distribute. So partners capital or current account on the debit side in profit sharing ratio. Cash and bank account, because cash and bank is already there on the asset side, we will separately open cash or bank account because there is no need to realize cash or bank. So debit side, two balance brought down. And other assets, because we need to realize them, we will transfer to the realization account, debit side. So you can see that asset means debit balance. So we are transferring the debit side of partners capital or current account. We are transferring the debit side of partners capital or current account. Cash and bank also debit side, realization account also debit side. So this is the step number 2. Now we'll see step number 3. In step number 3, from the given adjustments, we will find out what is given to us, which assets are sold at what price. So the balance of the asset is given in the balance sheet, that is known as the book value. And the balances are the value which is given in the adjustment is known as the agreed value. So at an agreed value, we are going to sell the assets. So what entry we can pass? Cash or bank account debit. Why cash or bank account debit? Because we are going to realize cash on account of sale of assets. Or suppose if any of the partner takes away the asset, okay, if asset is taken over by partner, then his capital or current account is debited. Okay, and realization account credited. Here we are not crediting asset account because we have already transferred these assets to realization account. So now what is in picture is not asset, the realization account. So realization account is credited and cash, bank, capital or current account is debited. This is the normal procedure when we are given the value of the asset in the adjustments. Now there is an important point over here. If the problem is silent about sale of particular asset, it is assumed that it has no realizable value and there is no need to pass any entry. Suppose in the balance sheet they have given a furniture, 5,000, value is 5,000. And in the adjustment, the problem is silent about the furniture. They have not said anything about the furniture. So what we will assume that the furniture has a 0 value and it is not realized. So we are not supposed to do anything. Okay. So again, I'll read. If the problem is silent about sale of particular asset, it is assumed that it has no realizable value and there is no need to pass any entry. Similarly, now opposite to this, if asset is not included in the balance sheet and is realized, the above entry is passed as usual. Now suppose in the balance sheet, goodwill is not there. For example, goodwill is not there in the balance sheet. But in the adjustment, they told us that goodwill realized 25,000. So now we have to pass the entry cash account debit to realization account. So why we have to pass the entry? Because we got cash. So it is unrecorded asset is realizing something. So for that we have to pass entry. So similarly, if any asset is not included in the balance sheet, means not recorded, is realized, the above entry is passed as usual. So we are supposed to do the treatment as usual. Okay. So this is regarding the sale of assets. Now our next step. Now you have to solve the sum according to the steps. Okay. You have to follow the order of the steps. If you are not following the order of the steps, you are not able to solve the sum. Okay. So please follow the order of the sum. Now our next order is payment of liabilities. So for what we did first, we opened the account, we transferred the items of balance sheet, then we took the sale of assets. Now we have to take up the payment of liabilities. Now when you are paying the liabilities, then that time you have to take care. You have to follow the order of payment. आप किसको पैसा पहले देंगे वो important रहता है. किसी को भी पहला पेमेंट नहीं कर सकते आप. So the liabilities are paid as per the order given below. सबसे पहले payment of dissolution or realization expense. So for doing this particular realization, sale of assets, payment of liability, for doing this work, we may appoint an agent for sale of assets and payment of liabilities, or we can do it by any other way. But we are going to spend some amount for this, and that is known as a dissolution or realization expense. So whenever you are paying the dissolution expense, realization expense, you will pass entry, realization account is debited, cash or bank, or suppose partners doing this work, then his capital or current account is credited. After the payment of dissolution expense, you have to pay the external liabilities now. Which are the external liabilities? Bills payable, creditors, outstanding expense, loan of the outsiders. These are the external liabilities that you have to pay. So how we are going to pay? What entry will pass? Realization account debit to cash or bank account, or if the liabilities are taken over by partner, capital or current account is credited. Then payment of partners loan. Then after doing these two payments, you have to make the payment to partner. So partners loan account. So we'll make the payment to partner to cash account or bank account, or we may transfer to his capital account. So to cash, bank or capital account of that partner. So that is partners loan is paid. Okay. Now again there is a note, same as a sale of assets. If the problem is silent about payment of particular liabilities, it is paid at book value. Now, what is the meaning of that? Suppose in the balance sheet, creditors are given 25,000. So in the adjustment, we are told that amount paid to creditor is 20,000. So we will pay 20,000. So we have no difficulty at all, no problem at all. But suppose in the balance sheet, creditors are given 25,000 and there is no adjustment for the payment of creditors. So we will not assume that we have not paid, we have to pay. So even though we are not told, we are supposed to make the payment to the outside liabilities, and for that it is given here, if the problem is silent about payment of particular liabilities, it is paid at book value. So we have to pay at book value. Not like assets, that if the asset, the adjustment is silent about the assets, okay, then it is a loss. So here it is not a profit. We have to make the payment. Similarly, when any liability is not included in the balance sheet and it is paid off, we have to pass the entry as usual, which is known as the contingent liability. Okay. Now suppose in the balance sheet only creditors and bills payable are given. So we are going to make the payment of creditors and bills payable. But suppose they have given in the adjustment that outstanding expense worth rupees so and so is due. It is payable. Outstanding expense is payable. So now we have to pay because it is a new liability. So whenever a new liability arises, we have to pay. We cannot ignore. So whenever any liability, any new liability, any liability not included in the balance sheet, contingent liability, or you can say new liability, then it is to be paid off, and the above entry is passed as usual. Whenever you will pay, you will say realization to cash or bank. Okay. So these are the rules for payment of liabilities. Then our next step is now we have to close the realization account. So whenever we will close the realization account, as I explained in the realization account, on the difference on the debit side is a profit on realization, and we are going to distribute to the partners in the profit sharing ratio, and the difference on the credit side is a loss on realization, and we are going to transfer to the partners in the profit sharing ratio. That is step number 5. So we are completing the steps one by one. Open the accounts, transfer the items, sale of assets, payment of liabilities, close realization account. So after the closing the realization account, our next step, that is step number 6, is we have to close now partners capital account. Okay. So if suppose there is a deficit in partners capital account, as I explained in the partners capital account, then the partner is going to bring cash. So we are going to pass the entry cash or bank account debit to partners capital account. If there is a surplus, then we are supposed to make the payment to the partners. So partners capital account debit to cash or bank account. So this is a settlement of dues to the partners. So we have to close the partners capital account. And the second effect we have already given to the cash and bank account. So our step number 7 is cash and bank account, it should tally. Because we have given two effects while passing the entries. So in cash and bank account, whatever entries we have passed before, they are appearing. And whenever we will close the cash and bank account, it should tally. So these are the steps for solving problem on simple resolution and insolvency of one or two partners. Okay. Now we'll see accounting step to be followed for solving problem and insolvency of all the partners. So when all partners, they are becoming insolvent, which procedure we are going to follow? So first, whenever we are opening the account, now just compare the normal procedure, simple dissolution and insolvency of all partners. Open the following account. So realization account, we used to open as usual. Then we have to open now outside liabilities. जितने भी outside liability है, creditor है, bills payable है, loan है, outstanding expense है, जितने भी outside liabilities है, उसका हम separate account खोलेंगे. पहले हम ये नहीं करते थे क्योंकि सारी liabilities जो थी वो हम transfer करते थे realization account में. अब हम realization account में liabilities को transfer नहीं करेंगे. तो ये आप याद रखिए, realization account में कुछ limited entries होगी. अब हमारे पास कुछ न्यू अकाउंट होंगे, क्रेडिटर्स अकाउंट होगा, बिल्स पेबल अकाउंट होगा, अदर जो जितने भी आउटसाइड लायबिलिटीज है उसका हमको सेपरेट अकाउंट खोलना होगा. फिर कैश एंड बैंक अकाउंट हम एज यूजुअल खोलेंगे, पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट हम एज यूजुअल खोलेंगे और एक नया अकाउंट खोलेंगे डेफिशिएंसी अकाउंट. क्योंकि व्हेन ऑल पार्टनर्स हैव बिकम इंसॉल्वेंट, ओके, हु इज गोइंग टू बेयर द लॉसेस? सो द लॉसेस आर गोइंग टू borne by the outside liabilities. And for that, we are going to open the deficiency account. Okay, so deficiency account is nothing but opposite to the bad debts account. Okay, here we are in profit actually, deficiency. Okay, now open these accounts. Now, second thing that you'll remember, actually, see the steps in these are the mixture of the simple one and the second one, but you have to do some changes. Now, as I told you, in realization account, only assets are transferred. Outside liabilities are not transferred. Outside liabilities, separate account you are opening, and outside liabilities are credited to their respective account. So you will open the creditors account, you will open the bills payable account, and there you will write buy balance brought down, buy balance brought down. Then what will happen? In realization account, you are transferring only assets. Then what other entry you are going to pass in the realization account? Sale of assets and payment of dissolution expense you are going to record in realization account. So you will record sale of assets and payment of only dissolution expense, no payment of outside liabilities. So after doing these entries, so what entries are appearing in realization account? On the debit side, transfer of assets. On the credit side, no transfer of liabilities. Again on the credit side, sale of assets. Again on the debit side, payment of dissolution expense. And after that, you are going to close this account and profit or loss you are going to transfer to the partners. So that is the point number 2 here. Now, third point, available cash. After doing these 2 steps, after completing these 2 steps, okay, means after closing the realization account and transferring the realization loss to the partners, now we have to see what is the cash available. Available cash should be then paid to the outside liabilities in their opening balance ratio. So you will have a cash and bank account. In that cash and bank account, you will have an opening balance. Then in cash and bank account, on the debit side, whatever assets are sold, you are going to pass the entry. On the credit side, whatever dissolution expense you have paid, you are going to pass the entry. And then you will check. Now, if any of the partner is able to bring any cash, again you will pass the entry. Then you will check. You will do the total on the rough paper of the debit side. You will subtract the credit total and then you will see what is the available cash. So now this available cash should not be given to any one liability, not only to the creditors or bills payable. but you have to see the opening balance of the creditors and bills. Say, for example, there are two outside liabilities, creditors and bills payable. See the opening balance of the creditors and the bills payable. Suppose creditors opening balance is 10,000 and bills payable opening balance is 5,000. So the ratio is 2:1. So now suppose if you are left with 3,000, 2,000 you are going to pay to the creditors and 1,000 you are going to pay to the bills payable. So in this way you are going to make the payment. So the available cash should be then paid to the outside liabilities in their opening balance ratio. Outside liabilities account should be closed. Then you will close that outside liabilities because whatever amount you are able to pay, you have already paid. And now the difference you will transfer to the deficiency account. So whatever difference is there, you will write there to deficiency account or by deficiency account, whatever is the case. Now, the fourth point is, now we are going to close partners capital account are closed, and the difference again here also you are not having sufficient cash. Sorry, partners capital account, they are not able to settle their account. So whatever is the difference that you will transfer to the deficiency account. Cash account is already closed because you have paid to the outsider. Partners capital account now you are going to close, and the difference you will transfer to the deficiency. So in this point number 3, the difference you have transferred to the efficiency account. In point number 4 also, the difference you have transferred to the efficiency account. So in point number 5, the deficiency account is closed and it should tally. Okay. So this is the procedure for solving the sum in case all partners are insolvent. So remember friends, in the exam, all types of sum are asked. Simple dissolution, dissolution in which there is an insolvency of one person or two person, and insolvency of all the partners. In this again, they are expecting preparation of ledger account. In 50% cases in the exam, they have asked preparation of ledger account. And in 50% cases, they have asked passing of journal entries. So not we are supposed to learn only preparation of ledger account, but we are supposed to learn passing of journal entries also. Okay, so please learn and please prepare these steps so that you can solve the sum easily.